On my birthday, during the live stream, my fans were frantically reminding me to watch the replay. To my shock, it turned out to be my wife and brother kissing in the kitchen. They were enjoying the benefits I brought while betraying me, which was despicable. I decided to expose their affair during the live stream and make them face the consequences of their infidelity. Today is my 30th birthday, and early in the morning, my wife bought a bunch of groceries and said she wanted to cook a big meal herself to celebrate and pamper me. When she came back with the groceries, coincidentally, my brother also arrived. He had come specifically to celebrate my birthday. "Bro, happy 30th birthday." He greeted me with a punch and a smile all over his face. "Thanks." I smiled back and returned the punch. We were college classmates, and our relationship had always been great. This was just our way of expressing friendship. In recent years, I started doing live streaming on new media platforms, and besides my wife, he was the one supporting me. When I was short of money at the beginning, he lent me some. It can be said that besides my wife, he was the most important person to me. "Come, take a look at the gift I got you." He handed me a box containing the headphones I had been wanting to buy for a long time. These headphones cost a lot, and I hadn't been able to bring myself to buy them before because I wanted to save money to buy my wife a handbag. Now, my brother was giving them to me as a birthday gift. How could I not be excited? "Thank you. Bro, you really understand me," I exclaimed. "Of course I do." My wife pouted jealously on the side, teasing me. I quickly reassured her. "Thank you for preparing a big meal today, dear. You've worked hard." "Love you too," she giggled at my words, playfully glaring at me, and then went into the kitchen with the groceries. "I'll go help you, dear," I said, wanting to assist her since we had guests and I was worried she might be overwhelmed alone. As I approached the kitchen door, my brother stopped me. "It's your birthday today. Why are you going to the kitchen? Let me do it. I'll assist your wife. I've been freeloading food and drinks from you guys often. Helping out is only fair." My brother said this, coupled with the fact that I had a birthday live stream later, so I didn't insist. "All right, thanks. Take care of my wife. Make sure she doesn't get splashed with oil or anything, I'd be heartbroken," I joked. I got it. You two are constantly feeding me dog food. You go to the living room. I'll help out." He rolled his eyes at me, entering the kitchen with an exasperated expression. Seeing my beloved wife and my best brother busy in the kitchen for my birthday, I felt extremely happy. After watching for a while, I smiled and went to the living room, as it was time for my live stream. I'm a small gaming streamer, usually recording gaming videos and some sponsored content. Although I don't have many fans, I still have quite a few loyal ones. Today's live stream was a special one for my birthday, where I plan to give gifts to my fans. As soon as I went live, many fans flooded the chat with birthday wishes. It was heartwarming. There were messages like, "Happy birthday, little Lou. Wishing little Lou a happy birthday. Get rich and handsome." The screen was filled with well wishes, and in the background, my wife and brother were busy preparing a heartfelt birthday meal. I felt surrounded by happiness. Soon, fans started sending gifts, but I quickly stopped them, saying, "Thank you for the wishes, but please don't send gifts. As I mentioned before, I'll be giving gifts to everyone today randomly." Realizing I had left my gifts in the bedroom, I excused myself to go get them, saying, "Wait a moment, everyone. I left my gifts in the room. I'll go get them now." The live stream was left running, and when I returned with the gifts, the atmosphere in the chat had completely changed. Fans were frantically spamming messages, all saying the same thing. "Xiao Lu, your wife and brother were just kissing in the kitchen. Goddamn cheaters, how dare they betray our Xiao Lu like this? Don't let them get away with it." There were many such comments, and even derogatory remarks were flooding the chat. Seeing this, I stood frozen in place, my face turning pale in an instant. How could this be possible? How could my wife and brother be involved with each other? Fans were afraid I wouldn't believe them, so they kept reminding me non-stop. "Xiao Lu, you must watch the replay. Exactly, the replay has it all. These cheaters are too much. Encouraging words, reminders to watch the replay. The chat was filled with them. But I couldn't say a word. I was certain that my fans weren't lying. My wife and brother had indeed betrayed me. They had no reason to lie to me or to my fans. I never imagined that my closest two people would sneakily betray me like this. Their betrayal was a huge blow to me. Reading comment after comment on the screen, all reminding me of their betrayal. I knew they meant well, but I couldn't bear to continue. I'm sorry, today's live stream ends here. My voice was hoarse as I hastily uttered these words. Then I shut down the live stream directly. After putting down my phone, I turned to look at the two people in the kitchen. They were busy cooking, seemingly not in contact, but they were incredibly in sync. They were carrying on under my nose, and I hadn't noticed a thing. Thinking of them as my closest confidants, I felt like a complete fool. This was the biggest blow I had ever received in my 30 years of life. But fortunately, my fans just reminded me. I couldn't let this go. Couldn't confront them directly. Couldn't let them off so easily. I had to think of a way to make these cheaters pay. To make them regret what they did to me. I quickly came up with a plan. Divorcing Meng Yan was a certainty now, but I needed more evidence of her infidelity to secure a better deal during the divorce. And I needed to think of a way to make them suffer. The pain they caused me, I would return it all to them. Sitting on the couch, I watched the replay of today's events. At first, they were each doing their own thing in the kitchen, unaware of the live stream. But when I went to get the gifts, they intertwined and started kissing passionately, making me want to throw up. My usually innocent-looking wife was acting so promiscuously, and my brother seemed like a downright scoundrel. The thought of kissing Meng Yan earlier in the morning made me feel sick to my stomach. I endured the nausea and saved the video of them kissing. Just as I finished, Meng Yan came out with the food. "Honey, come eat, I made everything you like." "Okay." I put away my phone and went to the table. Soon, it was filled with dishes. If I hadn't accidentally discovered the dirty deeds of these cheaters, I would still be happily celebrating my birthday right now. As Meng Yan finished setting the table and sat down next to me, my brother Chin Jun, who was sitting across, started with sarcastic remarks. "Didn't expect your cooking skills to be not bad." They always had this kind of banter, so I never thought they would be involved with each other. It seemed like their banter was just a facade for my benefit. Behind the scenes, they were up to something much worse. Thinking about it, I casually lowered my head to look under the table. Sure enough, Meng Yan was using her foot to caress Chin Jun's leg. My chopsticks tightened suddenly. These two lovebirds must think they're getting a rise out of me by playing tricks right under my nose. Don't worry, I'll definitely give you a more exciting gift in return. Looking at this table full of food, I felt an inexplicable disgust. The table full of fish and meat didn't whet my appetite at all. They say it's all my favorite dishes, but it's clear this table was meticulously prepared according to Chin's taste. Watching their seemingly casual interactions at the dinner table always left a bitter taste in my mouth. As they ate, their actions became more brazen. The faint blush on Meng Yan's face and the mischievous smile between her and Chin only seemed like a challenge to me. I casually dropped my chopsticks on the floor, then bent down to pick them up. In that moment, the rustling under the table amplified, exposing their dirty deeds. Meng Yan's disheveled skirt was a dead giveaway. You two lovebirds, have your final revelry. Though this meal wasn't very enjoyable for me, they seemed to be having a great time. In their eyes, I must be the fool. "Brother, take a break. My wife and I can handle these dishes," Jin said as he stood up to help Meng Yan with the dishes. Despite Chin's eagerness, I remained silent. Someone who couldn't even be bothered to pick up a soy sauce bottle at home, suddenly being so diligent with me, it was obvious he wasn't just cleaning dishes. I lay in the master bedroom, listening to the sound of rushing water from the kitchen and intermittent hurried breaths, still adjusting the newly installed cameras. I had cameras installed in almost every corner of the house: master bedroom, living room, balcony. They were too engrossed in each other to realize their impending downfall. Confirming the cameras were working fine, I lay in bed, lit a cigarette, and began to recall Chin and Meng Yun's past. Chin, a seasoned player with a good family background and a charming yet roguish demeanor, had bedded countless beauties. Meng Yun, while attractive, wasn't someone to make him lose his senses. Nevertheless, my good friend had crossed a line, so he had only himself to blame. Suddenly, a burning sensation on my finger brought me back to reality. I had been lost in thoughts about Chin and Meng Yun, and hadn't noticed my cigarette burning down. Almost simultaneously, Chin and Meng Yun emerged from the kitchen. I smiled at Chin. "Well done, mate." I